Now you're your own boss and you don't want to regret quitting your job. Hi, my friends. Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. So I want to give you an update of life since I quit my 9 to 5 and the things you need to master, some habits you need to master if you're thinking about quitting your job and you don't want to regret taking that step. So I quit my job, and immediately after I quit my job, I took my real estate licensing class. In 3 weeks, I was done with my classes, and then I had to study for my exam for another week, and I passed my exam that fourth week. So right after that, I found myself really like jobless, and nothing on my schedule, nothing to do, and I had to figure out how not to waste my time, because I started feeling like I would regret making that move if I couldn't find a way to leverage the time, the freedom that I now have. The question is, how do I use my time to create income? I don't want to feel like I'm wasting time, right? Of sleeping in late, waking up in whatever time I want. I have my freedom, yes, but I don't want to live on savings. I don't want to just spend without any income coming in when I know I have the potential to bring in income. So these are 3 habits I think you need to master if you want to quit your job and you don't want to regret making that move. The first habit I believe that you're going to really tune into and really work hard to build up even before you quit your job, or as soon as you quit your job, is time management. You have to learn to manage your time correctly. You have to be able to plan your day from the moment you wake up to the moment you go back to bed in the evening. You need to have your day fully planned. When you are your own boss, time is your biggest asset, and it can also be your biggest waste if you don't plan accordingly. So you have to plan your days like they're billable, like you're going to be paid for the hours in the day, just like you were being paid for the 8 hours at work. If your goal is to get income, you have to focus on the things that bring income. So you have to prioritize those activities. I block my calendar, but I prioritize all the activities that are helping me to generate income. Now I'm putting things on my calendar, and I'm making sure that everything that's on my calendar is something that I'm required to do. I don't just put things on my calendar that I'm not going to follow through on. So anything that goes on my calendar, I'm scheduling that time, and I make sure I take care of that item during that time. So every day I make sure I work on lead generating activities, things that put me out there, that make me people know that I'm in real estate now, that educate people about real estate. Just working on the content right on those things right now that will hopefully bring me leads. Maybe not immediately, but in the near future, because with real estate, you should give yourself 3 to 6 months before you can even get your first client. I don't miss any opportunity to go to training. I don't miss any opportunity to go to an open house, to go shadow somebody, and make sure all of those things are included in my schedule on a weekly basis. Right now, I'm not receiving income from that, but I know it's building up. It's a process with real estate to build that up. And regarding time management, I had to work on not being late at any appointment. With the job, I really didn't have to go to the office or things like that. I didn't have to meet clients and things like that. But now my job is now focused about meeting clients, meeting customers, or just getting out of the house, attending training, attending events, in the communities, and setting things in the community. That's all I have to do, and I have to keep to time. So, and it's a big shift. It's a big shift now for me, because time management to me, since I quit my job, is on top of my list. Like, I had to work on not being late anywhere anymore. Being late to places or to events or to meetings affects your reputation. People start to see you as disrespectful, unreliable when you show up late at every appointment. So when you're consistently late, it just puts so much stress on you, because you find yourself basically trying to catch up the rest of the day. That's one thing that you definitely have to work on being on time at everything. Giving yourself extra time will help you overcome that if that's an issue for you. I'm working for myself. I'm trying to build up this reputation, and I don't want a stereotype of, being African, follow me, like being late everywhere, at clients meeting. You will lose business, really. You actually lose business if you're consistently late. Allocate a lot more time to anything that you put on your calendar so you can live on time. The second habit you need to really master if you don't want to regret quitting your job is self-discipline. As soon as I quit my job, I was like, I'll be posting on YouTube 3 times a week, 3 videos a week, because I'll have so much time. I'll be working out every day. I'll be like keeping up with my relationship and my friends and everything. Like I knew I was gonna have so much more time, and then I'll be fully committed to my content or to YouTube or any other thing. And before you knew it, I kind of slowed down actually on YouTube. I could not even publish my 1 video per week. And I asked myself, like, where is the time going? Again, the first thing that I had to work on was time management. Work on my time management so that I make sure at least I'm consistent now on YouTube, because now I have time to do what I said I would do. So that was the first thing. And of course, I will catch myself sleeping in late, just relaxing, chilling too much. So you have to be self-disciplined. You have to take the step to be really self-disciplined. If you can build a habit before you quit your job, that would be great. But as soon as you quit the job, like me, and you're trying to figure these things out, that you need to focus in on that and work on your self-discipline. Be consistent about the things that you say you're gonna do. Whether it's to wake up early, exercise, and sit down and just review your calendar and take the action that you need to take for the days. Whatever commitment you have to think as if you have a brick and mortar business. Every day you have to open your business. The advantage now that you have the freedom to do whatever you want is that you can decide at what time you want to start opening your store, or you can decide, okay, I'm going to open my business every day at 10 o'clock. That's fine. That's on you, as long as from 10 o'clock to a certain hours, you're working on the things that are going to build up your business. Set the schedule, and make sure you do it consistently. No one is watching you now. No one is checking on you. You have to show up every day. You have to show up for your health every day. You have to show up for your income every day. Nobody's there. Nobody's watching you. Nobody is checking on your performance or not. You have to be accountable to all that. The last habit that I had to narrow down on is taking action every day. You have to do the things you say you're gonna do. When it comes to my business, taking action comes easy, but maybe when it comes to my fitness, that's not the same thing. So I have to work on every day showing up for myself, for my fitness, for my business, to get any form of income. I have to show up. So I have to take action. So every day you have to have activities in your calendar that are targeted activities that will bring a specific result, the result that you want. Don't just fill up your calendar with things that have no actual value to whatever you're trying to achieve. Fill up your calendar. Okay, if you're going to make phone calls, add it in the calendar, and they have to be phone calls, whether to build up on your relationship or to get clientele for your business, or just systematically do something every day that will help you. I'm telling you, you're going to regret very fast quitting your job if you're not accountable to yourself to take the steps that you need every day to create the result that you want. Because at the end of the day, you decided to hire yourself, right? You decided to trust yourself to lead your life and not a W-2 or a 9-to-5. So now you have to be accountable to yourself and do the things that you were being told to do in the past. Now you have to do them without anybody watching. You have to do them without anybody telling you what to do. Self-employment is not an easy thing. It's a very rewarding character building opportunity, and you have to work on yourself on a daily basis, and you have to be consistent at everything that you do, because if you want the result to be consistent, just like the paycheck was consistent, so you have to work on yourself every day. So it is a journey. I'm loving the process. I'm getting to know my weaknesses, and I'm working on my weaknesses, but I'm also getting to understand my strength, and I can maximize on my strength. You know, some people take like a sabbatical year, and they say if they can't figure out the passion, or they build something, they're going to go back to getting a job. For me, it's non-negotiable. I need to replace my income with something else that I'm passionate about. So if that's you, you need to have that goal in place, and you have to work every day as if you're opening the doors of your brick and mortar business. So I hope this is helping somebody, but I'm here to tell you it is not an easy journey, really, to be self-employed and to generate income. It takes time. But together with taking time, it takes you being diligent, being accountable, and just taking action every day towards that goal. Please like, subscribe, and turn on the notification, and follow me for more financial freedom and mindset tips, together with the real estate and investment strategies, just to help you on your journey to financial freedom. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye.